Hello, this is Rebecca here with Create with Rebecca, and today I'm back in my Happy Planner to show you how I keep I do my memory keeping using the Happy Planner. So basically, if you watch my other video, I have my pictures printed on these 4x4 photo paper, and how I do that is I use the app A Beautiful Mess. I know there's Photo Grid out there as well, but I fill a 4 square with photos, and then I have them printed at Walgreens. So when I'm ready to put them into my book, I just can either cut out the squares, or I think in this situation I'm going to leave this one whole because this was a whole day of my daughter's birthday. So I went ahead and kind of cut these out. Surprisingly, I didn't take a whole lot of pictures this week. I'm basically working in the week of January 2nd through the 8th, and the reason I kind of picked this week is, one, I'm kind of playing a little bit of catch up, but I also wanted to kind of show you how I start with the pictures. So these are kind of what I have in place, and I'm actually going to pull these out. I hope I can remember. If not, we'll have to look on the phone. I was going to try to keep from, trying to make the video as short as possible, but I'm going to pull all these out, and then I'm just going to start by taking the pages out of the Happy Planner. That's one thing I do like about the Happy Planner is you can remove the pages and work in them as you need to. So now the next thing, usually the first thing I do is I kind of keep it themed, and I'm kind of going with the birthday, but I'm also kind of closing up the year, closing up the year. So we're starting a new year, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and pick out a cute pattern paper out of here. So I should have kind of picked this out ahead of time, but I knew they had this confetti paper, and I thought that would be really cute for like birthday themed. This is actually paper by Simple Stories, and I love this. In fact, if I ever see another batch of this paper, I'm going to probably pick it up because I use this quite a bit in my journaling. I just love it. So, and then, I'm kind of thinking of winter being, blues come to mind for some reason, but let's see what I can come up with here. I'm going to kind of do this colorful one. I also met with my son that day, so I kind of want to keep with that as well. And doing our senior stuff. He's a senior this year, and oh my goodness, it's been a long road with us at school, and I had to meet with him to get him to settle down and put his college application in. So that was what that picture was, because I want to document that as well. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just covering up that side note section of the planner. Basically, I could keep it on there. I have the form written down in it, but it's hard to see that lying there. But what I have been doing is since you could say, since around June. Look how crooked that is. Not June. Since around November-ish, I started adding papers along the side, and I just really like how it adds, a little color to the pages. So I have that side done, and then what I'm going to do on this side is I'm going to create like a flap, so that way I have additional room. I'm going to use my paper cutter. Let me reach up here real quick. Everything doesn't fall, but I don't like not having even cut lines. So what do we think here? Probably about, let's say about 3 inches over, maybe a little bit more. Let's see how big that makes. Doesn't really look that big, really. But what I'm basically doing is kind of creating a fold out where it can kind of come in and then it's going to fold out. But what I had in mind was putting a picture of, let's see here, I had it over here, my daughter right there. So I was going to kind of make it as big as that, but we can still work with it, I think. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is come in here and add washi to create like a fold. I'm going to use this blue. Now typically this paper is double-sided, so I'm going to have to do something with it, but we'll figure that out. So I'm going to come in here and just kind of cut this. My paper underneath is not working with me here. This whole time I create here, and then the minute I get on film, it wants to act up. Go figure, right? So I'm just basically creating a booklet type fold, so that way when I open it up, it makes more room for documenting. I'm just going to cut off that excess there. So there we have it. And then I'm going to come in here, put that jar on top of there, and see if it'll make it more sturdy, more for it to hold down. I don't know why it's wanting to move around. Oops. Well, that didn't work very well. I was going to pull this roll. I think this washi came in a set. And I noticed, like with Michael's washi, like the one that comes in the tube is a lot more sturdy and easy to work with versus the one that comes in the whole box. So I don't know if it's a little less expensive to make, but this is one that came in a whole set. They're more, I don't know, they kind of break a little bit more maybe. So, and there we have it. We're going to do that as a fold. And I also have some of these little die cuts here that are the snap, and I thought that would be really cute to add some different, it's another Simple Stories, but to add some different type of wording and colors to fill it up. Like that one, Birthday Memories. I've had this for about a year or so, so I kind of want to start using up this papers here. That kind of goes with the other. I'm going to pull those out. Let's see what we can do. So let's go ahead and add our pictures in. Starting over here. So we've got our layout. And I'm going to come in here with my tape. And I'm just going to add pictures at this point. You know what, actually I might come in here and add some washi over here. Let me get some hearts. And this is kind of just how I do my foundation of the pages. I just kind of add washi in, my scissors, get my paper, kind of get a theme of how I want the pages to look. So I feel like I may need to come over here with some hearts too. And I like it to be bright, so you'll see lots of color in the things that I do. So I'm going to just come over here. I got some glue adhesive on here, and I'm just going to start placing my pictures in place. So I had, this photo was taken of my son. Actually, I'm going to bring it right here. On Monday. And then my daughter and her friend had a science project that they had two different ones, so they had worked on it over the week. I'm going to put it down here. So again, a lot of these pictures I didn't take one every day, but sometimes I do, and sometimes I take more than one, so I just have to add it as I go along. That was a sunrise, I believe. And then over here is when we start getting into the parties. So when had nails done, or her birthday. Yeah, she was totally, like, everything was her birthday. So, and then I got it, she's real into the charm bracelets from James Avery. So I kind of wanted to document her getting the charm. And then this is as we get into her birthday weekend. Okay, so I'm going to move this over to the side real quick. I want to kind of create, because I have this big photo here that I want to include. And then these pictures. So I'm thinking I could probably kind of do something like this, where they are back to back, so even though they overlap, they work. And then I want to be able to kind of add, maybe that's too much. Because you want to I want to still save room for journaling too. This may be better. I think this will work better. Okay, so now also what I also like to add different kind of layers and textures. So I love adding twine to a lot of this. How can I do that? I think I have a tag right here. Need to be a little bit more colorful, I think. So we're just going to kind of add a little bit of, I'm going to add some twine in there to make it more. Thought I had some green twine too, but this will be good. Just to kind of add, I like adding different textures to the page. And I love this Tim Holtz stapler. I use it quite a bit when I'm doing projects like this. Whoops. And it's jammed. I have to tell you a funny story about this stapler while I'm getting it unjammed here on camera. I see. Especially because the science fair project, I said, this is my favorite tool. You may use it because this thing will hold, look at all those staples that was jammed in there. But nobody told dear old mom. But I told her, I said, I don't mind y'all using my Tim Holtz stapler, but this is my ultimately favorite tool. So I don't want to lose it, and I don't want it not to make it back home, because they had gone to her house to do the science project. And my Braz, this is my daughter's name, and she said, "You're so weird, Mom. God, that's so embarrassing how you were acting with your stapler." But I am. I love the stapler, and I think anybody that owns one would feel the same way. So I'm just looping this twine like that to kind of make it several strands here. And then let's try that stapler again. Aha, now it works. I was going to be very upset if it was not working. There. Okay. Yes, I love my Tim Holtz stapler. I can't help it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use actually have my heavy duty glue stick on this right here to make sure that it really sticks. And I'll probably do the same thing on the pictures just because I want them to really stick. So actually went a little bit higher, but we're gonna go ahead and glue those down. This glue sticks can be messy, but I like it because it really does work good. And then let's put glue on this side. Before I add her to my daughter's picture to this side, I'm feeling I don't like all that white space right there. I know white space can be good, but I think I'm going to add something. Let me pull out my papers again and see if there's something just like a strand of some kind of color that would look good just along the edge there. I know I have some. Oh, you know what? I did pull some little cute papers that I've been wanting to use for a while. Don't know where they are now, but they were like some little cupcakes on them. I usually try to have everything out that I'm going to be using, but oh, here they are. Let's see what color. I don't know if any of this would work for that. Let's just go with some washi. That would be probably good. Let's see what I got here. In blues. I think this one. Just to add a little bit of color. And then I can always come back and add more things in. What about this? What's on the other side of this? Oh, that was that other piece of paper from the other side. Okay, let's go ahead and add her before the glue dries up. That's the other thing with glue, it gets sticky. Okay, so we have that in place. Let's cut this off here. Let's work on those strings real quick too. So I'm just going to kind of cut them. There. And I can always come back in here and add, I wish I had my glue gun on, I would add like a little button or something, but I got to remember too that this, I do want this to fold, and I don't want it to have too much thickness on it, but I think a button would still be cute, or a gem. There we go. Okay, so I'm getting that done. Still don't like, I need some more of this space covered, just because. And I'm going to be doing a lot of journaling as well. So, caught it before it rolled off my desk. And you can use whatever you want will work good. I mean, it's just endless possibilities with you can add your own style. And to me, it's more simple working in a smaller space, but having everything still right there, if that makes sense. Like the weeks. And I take most of my pictures on my phone. And one of the reasons is because it's just so handy, but also when I look back at these projects, as I look back at the pictures, I can actually see the date on my phone. So that's super handy. because if you see, this is in January, and we're like at the end of January. So a lot of times I find myself not having a lot of, the time just gets away. Okay, let's see where we're at. So we have our little flap, and basically in this video I just kind of want to show you how, you know, how I document using this. Let's go back over here. And then we're going to add, I have these pictures. I always buy these at the beginning of every year, and a lot of times I don't use them all, but I do buy them. So senior. I say college bound. We were working on this college application. So I'm going to put that on there. And then we're down here, I saw best friend. I really would rather have it in a different color, but that's okay. There. And then I just kind of start adding paper. I'm going to start adding some more stickers in here. This just happens to be sitting on my desk because it is a Valentine, but to me, hearts go all year, especially when it comes to your kids and family and friends even, and memory keeping in general. I think it's all year you can use hearts. Let's see here. I did like these little sparkly things on the, that kind of like, you know, like exclamation. So we're just going to add those on there. Oh, kind of got crooked. Put some sparkly hearts. Can't have too much sparkle. Okay. And then let's see here. What do we got? What else? I don't know why, but this Seriously Cute just fits my kid. He cracks me up. He's a mess. So I'm going to put Seriously Cute right there. So see, there's no real, I mean, you're just kind of adding paper. I'm going to also, just kind of add, there we go. So it's still looking a lot of blank. Now what I'm going to do too is I'm going to come in here and add washi down the middle part. And I'm going to use this really cute little heart ribbon. I've been using this like crazy. It came in the February kit, and I love the hearts. Where'd my scissors go? Oh, there they are. So this kind of just complements to me the color over here. Brings out the brightness. And I like to, sometimes if I'm in a rush, I don't go down the center. I mean, I don't put washi down the tabs, but I do like the way that it looks. And I actually had a, happy birthday. I thought some happy birthday washi, but I'm not seeing it, so we're just going to go with a pink. Or, I see a blue over here. Maybe I'll do a darker blue. Oh, here it is, Make-A-Wish. I'll use that over here. And I'm not too much on having them match exactly, so. And by the time I finish, usually it's so busy. You can't really see. So what I think I might do is I'm gonna, now that you kind of get the gist of how I decorate the pages, and so this video isn't just tremendously long, I think what I'm going to do is turn the camera off and I'm going to journal and then I'll be right back. But I'm going to show you real quick here how I use my punch. Now I know this has been, sometimes people don't really like this punch. I've used this punch like crazy. So, and it's the 365 Happy Planner punch. And again, it may only do like one page. Oops. But I love it. It works for me. And especially because I like to add washi and then repunch it. So it was definitely a good investment for me. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera and I will come back when I have it filled in. Okay, I'm back. I have added all the extra stickers and all the documentation, and I just wanted to show it to you real quick. On this side, I had actually stamped in something and it came out horrible, so I just replaced it with this big senior sticker here. And then I talked about our day, about sitting down and applying for colleges, and then, or one college I guess, and then the sunrise, and then on to this day. I forgot to date that. I'll have to put the date in there on that. And then on the flip side, you'll see it opens up, and I basically just kind of documented her day, talked about nails, I put in this word charmed, talked about the charm bracelet, and then her birthday and what we did, and then I just kind of put a little sentiment note in here to her, so that later on when she's flipping through this, she knows how happy we are and proud of her. So there you have it. There is how I do a layout in my Happy Planner, using it as a form of documentation. And I hope to have some more of these with you. This was fun, and I love showing different ideas on how to create and use. I definitely love this Happy Planner for doing for documenting life. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.